A tornado that ripped through Bunbury in Western Australia last week has left a trail of destruction with 200 houses damaged. Ben Della-Sale was caught up in the tornado with his brother and his nephew, and he joins us now. Ben, good morning. Thanks for joining us on News Breakfast.
My pleasure, Emma. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And how are you going? Because a few days, I can only imagine that you'd still be pretty rattled after what happened.
Well, certainly, and it's probably taken a few days to sink in, and I do find myself waking up at night and reliving it and sort of been debriefing with my brother each day about it, and we just go over it and relive it and talk about it.
You took some extraordinary vision of the tornado moving across the land. What was it like seeing it? Did you get any notice? Any warning? How did it happen?
Well, things like that happen so suddenly, so, you know, there can never be an issued warning. But the elements were there, and it was funny, I text my brother at his office in the morning from the synoptic charts, and I said, looks like main event maybe this afternoon, and sure enough, all the ingredients were there this time of year. You know, you got your moisture and your low pressure systems, which they call fronts over here, and everything converged, and we were down the beach checking the surf for my nephew, and there was bolts of lightning and so much rain, and it's been dry for 7 months, and we were heading down to the recreational centre in the main line of the tornado to swim some laps, and I just noticed a few things, and my brother and we just started videoing, and we caught the whole thing, what we could see, like the 3 minutes.
How frightened were you? Because, I mean, the vision is extraordinary, the trail of destruction is extraordinary, but I can imagine the sound would have been something else as well.
Oh, it was surreal. It was like suspended animation, because the force of nature, and it was on, you know, a bucket list for me to go to the States later on in life and pursue that, and to see it live and unfolding as you're videoing it, you couldn't grasp it at the start. But when we saw the trees and the roofs being uplifted and that sound that everyone describes like a train and a jet, and when I got out of the car and I quickly got back in, it was incredible.
Did you see a lot of damage as well when you were there?
We did, and once it passed, like that was the longest 2 or 3 minutes of our lives, and to see the debris and the actual tornado as it went past us, probably 150 metres away. After that, we tried to leave the area, but we were passing the PCYC, which was heavily damaged with 50 children inside, and there was power lines across the road. They were in the water. People were screaming to stop, and we pulled over and we thought, can we help? And then we saw the power lines, and then a car screeched to a halt inside the wires. And when you're in an unfolding event like that, it was self-preservation, and panic grew very quickly, and I think we just wanted to be safe.
Well, Ben, we're very glad you are safe, because, you know, as we said and as we've been seeing now, that damage is pretty extraordinary. Thank you very much for joining us this morning, and take care.
Thank you.